Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a boy named Alex. He was known far and wide, not for any great achievements or acts of kindness, but for his laziness. While other children in the village worked hard, helping their parents in the fields or studying diligently in school, Alex preferred to spend his days lounging under the shade of a large oak tree, daydreaming about adventures he was too lazy to embark on. Alex's laziness was legendary. He would often say, "Why should I bother with hard work when I can just relax and enjoy the world around me?" This attitude frustrated his parents, who tried everything to motivate him. His father, a hard-working farmer, would wake him at dawn to help with the chores, but by mid-morning, Alex would find a way to sneak off and return to his favorite spot under the oak tree. His mother would ask him to help her with household tasks, but Alex would simply yawn and promise, "I'll do it later," only to never follow through. The other children in the village often teased Alex. They called him Lazy Alex and made fun of his lack of ambition. But Alex didn't seem to mind. He enjoyed his slow-paced life and didn't understand why everyone was always in such a hurry. To him, the world moved too fast, and he preferred to take things easy. One day, while Alex was lying under the oak tree, staring up at the clouds, an old man approached him. The man was a stranger in the village, with a long gray beard and a cane in his hand. His eyes twinkled with wisdom, and his clothes, though simple, had an air of mystery about them. "Young man," the old man said, leaning on his cane as he looked down at Alex, "why do you waste your days lying here, doing nothing?" Alex, too lazy to sit up, replied, "Because there's no point in working hard when I can enjoy life like this. Why should I run around and exhaust myself when I can just relax?" The old man chuckled. "Ah, but there's so much more to life than simply resting. You may find joy in laziness now, but one day you will regret not seizing the opportunities before you. The world is full of adventure, knowledge, and challenges that can help you grow." Alex shrugged. "Adventure sounds tiring. I'd rather stay here and watch the clouds." The old man smiled as if expecting that answer. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, glittering object. It was a golden compass, unlike any Alex had ever seen. The needle spun in circles, never settling in one direction. "This," said the old man, "is a magical compass. It doesn't point north like an ordinary compass. Instead, it points toward the path that will lead you to your greatest potential. But beware. It will not be an easy path. It will require effort, perseverance, and courage." Alex stared at the compass, intrigued despite himself. "What happens if I follow it?" "If you follow it," the old man said, "you will discover a purpose far greater than lying under this tree. But the choice is yours. You can keep living as you are, or you can take a step toward something more meaningful." Alex hesitated. The idea of adventure was appealing, but the thought of hard work made him feel tired. However, something in the old man's voice stirred a curiosity in him that he hadn't felt in a long time. Maybe, just maybe, it was worth giving the compass a try. "Fine," Alex said, standing up slowly. "I'll follow the compass. But if it leads me to something boring or hard, I'm coming straight back to this tree." The old man nodded, handing Alex the compass. "Remember, it will take you where you need to go, not where you want to go." With that, the old man disappeared as mysteriously as he had arrived. Alex, holding the compass in his hand, watched as the needle stopped spinning and pointed toward the dense forest at the edge of the village. He sighed, already regretting his decision, but his curiosity pushed him forward. As Alex ventured into the forest, he quickly realized how unprepared he was for any sort of adventure. His legs ached from walking, and the forest path was narrow and overgrown. Branches snagged his clothes, and the uneven ground made every step feel like a chore. Several times he considered turning back, but the compass needle kept pointing forward, as if urging him to continue. After what felt like hours, Alex stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood a tall, ancient tree, with silver leaves that shimmered in the sunlight. Beneath the tree sat a small group of people, all of them busy with various tasks. Some were carving wood, others tending to a garden, and a few were reading from large, dusty books. Despite their work, they seemed content, even happy. One of them, a girl about Alex's age, noticed him and waved him over. "Hello there. Are you lost?" Alex shook his head. "I'm following this," he said, holding up the compass. "It led me here." The girl's eyes widened. "Ah, the compass. You must be here to help with the great task." "The great task?" Alex repeated, confused. "What's that?" The girl smiled. "It's something different for everyone. For some, it's a challenge to test their right strength. For others, it's a puzzle to test their mind. But it's always something that helps you grow. The compass only brings people who are ready." Alex frowned. This wasn't what he had signed up for. "That sounds like a lot of work." The girl laughed. "It is, but it's also rewarding. You might surprise yourself with what you can accomplish." Before Alex could protest, a voice called out from the other side of the clearing. "Newcomer! Come, here!" An older man, with a stern expression and arms crossed, beckoned Alex over. Reluctantly, Alex followed. The man handed him a small shovel and pointed toward a patch of earth near the ancient tree. "Dig!" the man ordered. "There's something buried here that you need to find." Alex groaned. "Do I have to?" "Only if you want to move forward," the man replied. Sighing, Alex began to dig. The sun was hot, and the earth was hard. Every scoop of dirt felt like it weighed a ton. After what seemed like an eternity, Alex's arms ached, and sweat dripped from his forehead. He was about to give up when his shovel hit something solid. Curious, he cleared away the dirt to reveal a small, ornate chest. He lifted it out of the ground and opened it. Inside was a single seed, glowing with a soft, golden light. "What's this?" Alex asked, holding up the seed. The man smiled for the first time. "That is the seed of potential. It represents the beginning of your journey. Plant it, nurture it, and watch it grow. But remember, just like this seed, your growth will require effort and patience." Alex looked at the seed in his hand, feeling a strange sense of responsibility. He realized that, despite the hard work, he didn't want to go back to lying under the oak tree. He wanted to see what would happen if he planted the seed and allowed it to grow. Over the next few days, Alex worked harder than he ever had in his life. He planted the seed, watered it, and made sure it had enough sunlight. At first, nothing happened, and Alex began to doubt himself. But he kept going, determined to see it through. Slowly, but surely, the seed sprouted. A tiny shoot broke through the soil, and Alex felt a surge of pride. As the days passed, the shoot grew into a small sapling, and then into a sturdy young tree. With each stage of growth, Alex felt himself changing too. He was no longer the lazy boy who avoided work at all costs. He had discovered the satisfaction of putting in effort and seeing the results. The other villagers noticed the change in Alex as well. They no longer called him Lazy Alex. Instead, they came to him for advice on how to care for their own plants and tasks. Alex Once the boy, who had never wanted to lift a finger, had become someone others looked up to. One evening, as Alex sat under the now fully grown tree he had nurtured from a seed, the old man with the compass appeared again. "Well done, Alex," the old man said, smiling. "You've completed your great task." Alex looked at the tree, its silver leaves shimmering in the moonlight. "I didn't think I could do it," he admitted, "but I'm glad I did." The old man nodded. "You see, the path to your greatest potential isn't easy, but it's always worth it. And now you know that you are capable of more than you ever imagined." With that, the old man vanished once more, leaving Alex alone with his thoughts. From that day forward, Alex continued to grow, just like the tree he had planted. He still enjoyed moments of rest and relaxation, but he had learned the value of hard work and perseverance. No longer content to watch life pass him by, Alex embraced every new challenge with a sense of purpose and determination. And so, the boy who had once been known for his laziness became a legend in the village. Not for his idleness, but for the wisdom and strength he had gained through his journey.